but yeah, I was really targeting younger folk that wanted to connect to their pussies in a way that wasn't needing to give pleasure to someone else or get pleasure. Like, you know, it was just this beautiful healing as well. Like, I don't know one person who doesn't have some form of sexual trauma or pelvic trauma, whether that's from something sexual or something, birth trauma or whatever it is. Even, you know, getting an IUD in is traumatic for some people, getting a menstrual cup out or whatever it might be. And so,
thankfully is getting another little like renaissance of awareness right now. Yeah. Like, sorry to butt in. I just wanted to like, in case we don't get back to that, like that is so much bigger, I think, than everyone realizes. And then work like this, there's so many people, there's so many women out there that have had this copper thing popped in and not realizing that there's like a phase afterwards.
Well, I have a whole IUD highlight reel on my Roise Rees Instagram that I've had hundreds of women reach out to me saying, thank you. So I haven't had an IUD, but I am an advocate for, because I've had so many women message me and reach out and go, my yoni is traumatized because I got this IUD, marina, coil, whatever you want to call it, in my cervix. And then it got lost, or it went up and embedded into my abdomen or my womb, or like perforated my uterus, or my baby came out with it or whatever. And I just thought, this is fucked. And one woman sent me a photo. It's on my highlight reel. And the IUD is like lodged in her ab, like literally. And that can lead a woman to infertility. And there's no one talking about these precautions that you need to know about, and like reasons why maybe not to get it. And I'm just such an advocate for like letting yourself bleed. Like I came off the pill and it was the worst 2 years of my life, my period. And this is actually another reason I use the egg. Not that I can say it scientifically helps with hormones, but connecting, of course, connecting, touching, feeling, looking, tasting, smelling, whatever, like, and putting this egg stimulus inside your vagina, of course it's going to have a positive effect on you because you're connecting with her. My periods were horrific after going off the pill. My womb was pissed at me. But then now they're beautiful. My bleed is amazing. I get pretty bad PMS still, like, and I'm working on that, but my actual bleed is amazing. And you've kind of, everyone's in a different space, and there's lots of women with endo and PCOS. I have PCOS as well. But the IUD, I just don't think is going to fix it. And there's so many reasons not to get it.
You're probably right in the fire line when you talk about like the Taoist practitioners. It's Taoism and a lot of the lineages, there is a fine line at the transition of society that we have, where we want to act traditionally, but we've gone through such a transformation in the way that, you know, this has been applied to society. And maybe there is a huge difference between Eastern society in which they emerged and now what we're dealing with in the West. And this universe that I can see is expanding for you. And there, in those days when it was like, you know, women in their mid-20s who, you know, they've had, you know, whether it's sexual trauma, there's trauma there. And I agree with you, you know, seeing here's an ancient practice. I'm going to maintain integrity in the way it's done, but it needs to be opened to women who just need to move something.